BeHeard.live.
BeHeard.live. BeHeard.live. BeHeard.
Live.
How you doing? So, in this episode, we're going to be covering the weird stuff in the news. I'm talking weird stuff. Stuff you don't hear about every day. Here we go. So, how many of you know of CERN? Have you heard of CERN? C-E-R-N, CERN. So, let me explain to you who CERN is, because this shit right here. Are you ready? Are you freaking ready? I don't know if you're ready. This may be more than you can handle. This may be bigger than your little mind. It may blow it. You may have your mind blown. Because here we go. We're going to talk about CERN and the weird stuff going on with them down there. They're a little nutty. Let me tell you what's going on. So let me tell you who they are first. Before we start off blowing your mind, let me just bring you up to date. Who is CERN? You say, who is this bizarre company you're talking about? This bizarre group of people? What are you? Dave, inform us. Inform us. Well, here I go. In a minute, I'm going to show you the opening ceremony to the Hadron Collider that they had. And you get to see kind of firsthand how their ceremony went, for their public ceremony. So this is CERN. Home of CERN. CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, is one of the world's largest and most respected centers for scientific research. Its business is fundamental physics, finding out what the universe is made of and how it works. So that's who CERN is. So if you've heard of the Large Hadron Collider, this is it. It's a particle accelerator, and they run experiments like smashing together particles at high speeds. They're over in Geneva, next to Switzerland and all of that. And this Hadron Collider they've got is huge. It's miles and miles. I forget how big this thing is. Let's take a look. So as you can see here, the Hadron Collider is 27-kilometer ring of superconducting magnets with number of accelerating structures to boost the energy of the particles along the way. So this thing, you throw a particle in and it takes it and just makes it fly. And then they smash it into something, another particle, or they break it in half. So anyways, kind of what they do. Now, you heard me say that world's largest and most respected center for scientific research. World's largest and most respected. So let me ask you something. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get into the conspiracy stuff now. Okay? Are you ready for some weird shit? So check this out. Tell me I'm wrong. So we're on their website right now, and I want you to look up here. Now, this is obviously a 6. This is a 6. And this is a 6. So their logo literally is 666. 666. Look it up. 666. I'm just saying. The ones that go all the way to the edge, that's the 6. This is the 6. And this is the 6. The other two don't go to the edge. They're there to make it look interesting. 666, add a couple of lines to it, boom, CERN. Here's an interesting thing about CERN. CERN, like the Vatican, is a sovereign nation. Interesting. They're a sovereign nation. So, but bizarre. So then I go, okay, so just that's just 666. What is that? What is that really? Honestly, come on. But that's not the only strange thing about CERN. So, I mean, if that's kind of okay, well, I can see it, but so let's look a little deeper. So then we get into images of CERN. So this is their Hadron Collider. But let's find the front. Let's see what CERN's got outside their building. So you would assume if you walked up to a professional establishment like CERN, the nuclear physicists, the largest scientific organization in the world. I mean, you walk up to their place of business, their headquarters, you would expect to see, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they got. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's weird. The god of destruction, the Hindu god of destruction, that's out in the middle of their facility. On the middle of the facility, it's CERN. Weird. Weird. So that is weird. Here, oh, here's CERN right there. Check this out. There's another picture of CERN, again, with the Hindu god of destruction. Uh, so coincidentally, CERN has the god of destruction out in front of their establishment. Is that weird? I mean, is that the weirdest thing? I mean, is that what I'm going to hang my hat on? Is it going to be this right here? Is this what I'm hanging my hat on? No. I'm going to show you the opening ceremony to the Hadron Collider that they had. And you get to see kind of firsthand how their ceremony went.
What you're about to see is the workers in a zombie-like trance. It's pretty freaky.
So now at this point, you're going, what the heck? This is strange. This is bizarre. Look what these guys are doing. So you're kind of going, okay, it looks bizarre, but we're not talking satanic yet. This is just bizarre. Okay, what the hell is that? Look at that shit. What's going on? This is getting good. Oh, that's inappropriate. That's not right. This is all you. I mean, totally. You're being rude if you don't see the poignancy of the They built a tunnel for particle accelerator. It's a particle accelerator. I don't like musicals. I'm sorry. We're gonna skip this part. I'm not. Maybe there's another musical bit at the end. I think that we'll watch, but this one right here, no.
It starts to get, I mean, it's already weird with the zombies. But after this part, it gets very strange because, well, let's just go ahead and tell them. The Lucifer himself appears on the screen.
After they finished the construction, the initial breaking through for the tunnel.
All right, so now they're breaking through. This is what's important. They broke through the rock. The rock just fell away on the screen. It's what comes out of that mountain that is so freaky because it's Lucifer that appears.
Yes.
He comes out of this mountain. I'm telling you, folks, in all the years of True News, now the zombie workers are taking their clothes off. They're taking.
Right. They're disrobing.
Okay, so is this Hillsong? What are we watching now? Is this Hillsong Church?
The Swiss version of Hillsong.
This is Hillsong Switzerland. Hillsong CERN.
We should point out it's both male and females.
Yes.
And they're disrobing. They're basically down to their underwear.
Why would Lucifer? Why would Switzerland use an image of Lucifer coming out of this tunnel, out of this mountain.
Well, there's history on this particular point of geography, and Edward can enlighten you on that.
Yeah, so there's actually above the mountain point of this, there's something called the Devil's Bridge.
Okay, and I'll just point out right now, the workers are down to their underwear. This is outdoors in front of the public. The zombie workers are now stripped down to their underwear, and it's becoming more ritualistic as we go. But go ahead, Edward, tell us the history.
Yeah, so there's this bridge above where the actual tunnel, the hardest point of the tunnel, the point where they had to dig through 73 different kinds of rock to get through. This, up until the 1100s, was unpassable. It was actually a point where Switzerland would control their invasions from the north. There was a choke point, kind of like the fiery gates, the gates of Thermopylae that are described in the Spartan 300. Now, with this, the folklore tale is that the townspeople next to this passing point, they made a deal with the devil. And this deal, essentially, they couldn't do it by themselves. So they said, hey, devil, will you build this bridge for us? Will you build a bridge that we get across this? The devil said, I will do this, but you have to give me the soul of the first thing to cross this bridge. Now, the devil thought that it was going to be a human. The townsfolk actually tricked the devil in this folk tale, and they sent a goat across. Well, when the goat crossed, the devil killed the goat. Was incredibly angry, and he picked up a very, very large rock. He was going to use this rock to throw and break the bridge, but one of the townfolk, who was a believer in Christ, drew a cross on the rock. And this rock, actually, before they started building this tunnel, was at the point, at this bridge, up until 1976, when they first began building this underground tunnel. Anyway, because she drew a cross on the rock, the devil couldn't pick it up. He couldn't move it. And at this point, the devil had to flee. So the townfolk saw the bridge as this conqueror, this triumph over the devil.
There's a group of men coming out in more traditional Swiss garb of red and white with large sticks. Now they're horns, aren't they?
Yes, and then and look, the devil is right there. And now the devil has emerged in the back of the formation as a goat. It's wearing a goat head, like a ram.
So wearing a goat outfit with the ram's horns and everything.
I saw him. All right, so now there's Lucifer now as a goat. And he's coming out now, and he's furious. And what are these people in the...
They seem to be like bushes, like hay.
Yeah, like these bush people. When I say bush people, I mean like people that look like bushes.
Yes. They're draped in wheat. Like it's a gold-colored wheat. Almost like swamp ghouls. And on the screen now, the video screen in the back, there's an
image of Satan up on the screen.
Ghouls.
The video screen in the back, there's a transposed image of the devil, the goat man, and they put like a fire behind it. It looks again, look, the devil is coming out of that portal.
Right. So you got a guy, an actual person on the stage dressed as a goat, who is portraying Satan.
You see the Egyptian scarabs there?
Yes.
Yeah. What are those things?
Those are Egyptian scarabs. Those are for devouring the dead.
All right, I thought, what are these beetles? They look like three big beetles.
They're Egyptian scarabs.
And there's three of them, just like there was three spirits and the three miners that got sacrificed in the beginning.
Man, Doc, I didn't know you knew so much.
I read.
I just thought they were big green beetles. I'm like, what is this about? But Lucifer is in full view on the stage, and now he's turned into
portal of eyes now.
Yes, like all eyeballs now. That's the only thing is on the screen are eyeballs that are circulating.
And there's trumpets now playing to the left and right of the center stage, where you have the devil dancing with these swamp bush people. But there's trumpets, almost about 50 trumpets lining the stage. People are blowing them. They look like mountain trumpets, but they're gold. And as you hear right now, you hear the devil screaming as he's running around with the white garbed spirits.
Now, the what'd you call them? Swamp ghouls.
Swamp ghouls.
That's pretty good.
Right now, it looks like Satan has captured one of these spirits or whatever, and doing unspeakable things to him.
Yes. I'm just sitting here watching this for the fourth time, and I'm still stunned.
Well,
this happened yesterday, folks.
Yes.
It happened yesterday in Switzerland. Put this together with CERN.
Yes.
What
That's
is
what I
going
thought.
on in
That's
Switzerland?
that's what I thought,
What are
too.
they doing, Doc, in Switzerland? What I want people to understand is there are powerful leaders in the world, in the Western world, because I think this is really confined to the Western world. They are begging Lucifer to come out of the abyss. And I know many of you listening to me right now are saying, Rick, you're exaggerating it. You're trying to scare me.
I wish we were making this up.
This is deeply disturbing.
I'm telling you, after Hillsong, this Hillsong Church is nothing compared to this. But then I wouldn't be surprised next week Hillsong does this on their stage. But they're calling for Lucifer to come out of the abyss. You have any idea, Edward, what this woman is?
So I reached out to my friend on this. It's Italian, but it's babble. It's not actual words. She's singing a very old song. It's a mix between Italian and ancient Germanic.
That's what I was going to say. It's a dialect that only the Luciferians know.
And we go back, ancient Germanic was used during a time when Germany was conquered by paganism, by ancient animal worship and nature worship, which is what we're seeing currently on the screen. We're now seeing people come out with branches in hand and draped like old
you see the old the old priest, the old animalistic priests that are on the screen.
This is raw paganism.
Druids.
Well, what is that woman? It's like she's wearing antlers.
Antlers on her head.
Antlers.
Yeah.
And these people, these dignitaries, are sitting there in the audience watching this.
Well, that lady looks very scared. One of the ladies right there, you look in the audience, she's baffled by what she's seeing right now.
She must be the only Christian there.
And just a reminder, Merkel is there. Who else is there?
Francois Hollande from France, the Prime Minister of Italy.
The Swiss president.
Yeah, this is very pagan right now. This is like right out of the history books of paganism. It's coming fast. This is coming really fast. The end of days is staring us in the face, and look, the clock is now. This is weird because I'm talking about the end of days, and now there's a giant clock on the video screen on the stage in Switzerland, and it's clearly they're telling us something about time.
Keep stopping at 9:15, 9:10, 9:20.
Oh, there's good stuff. I mean, the massive freaking thing that happened in Turkey where people were crushed. We'll get into that. Oh my God, the sky blowing up above CERN. CERN saying that, oh my God, they're about ready to make contact with a parallel universe. They've opened up another dimension. Dude, it just keeps getting better. I'm talking about the real news. These guys are in scientific journals. These guys are in mainstream news, and they're saying stuff, and you're not listening. None of us are. Like, for instance, let me just show you. Let's go here to CERN in the news. Fact check. Viral article claims CERN is about to make contact with a parallel universe. Observe extreme rare decay of God particle. Ooh, this is a good one. This God particle is pretty interesting because Stephen Hawking and freaking Elon Musk and a whole bunch of other major people all said that, man, if you keep messing with that God particle, you could destroy the universe. This is big stuff. And they're slamming it together and doing all sorts of stuff. And the things that they're opening are parallel universes, other dimensions, all sorts of stuff. And this is real, people. This isn't a joke. It's in the freaking news. There is some really crazy stuff. We're gonna talk all sorts about it. We're gonna get into this shit. Let's talk. You got something crazy to talk about? Just throw me a bone. We'll look into it, see what's going on.
BeHeard.live.